Now, let me ask you this. Have you been living a life that is not exactly the type you want? You know what you want, you've been saying it, you've been praying about it, you've been doing affirmations, but that life is not what it is. It is because of that simple thing, because I have been there, that I did this video today. And I want you to stay back and understand the principles of transformation in today's video, titled Inner Power. Unlock the hidden force within you today. Not tomorrow, today, right now. The hidden force. And the hidden force that is in you that you need to use to transform your life today is a 3-letter word. The first letter is G. Stay back and I'm going to look into it with you. I am Osezuah Elimihe. You know me. I am in the game of helping you grow from inside out. That is the drill. Hello, powerful one. Welcome to this edition of Inner Growth. It Osezuah Elimihe. Yes, for a very long time now we haven't spoken, but here we are speaking again. Sorry about that. Every opportunity to speak with you is priceless for me. Yes, we go through ups and downs in life. But what counts above all is that at the end of the day, we overcome, we dust ourselves, and we move on. It's a new year, and you probably have been receiving messages, people wishing you well. And you probably are also hearing messages like, may God open the doors for you. May God open the windows of heaven to bless you. All of these prayers are being poured in as if the Supreme One needs to be pleaded with, to be cajoled to do that for you. Christ said, which of you as a parent will have their child request for bread and you will give that child a stone? He said, if you who are evil can do good for your own child, how much more would your Father do it? He said, fear not, little one, for it is your Father's good will to give you the kingdom. He went ahead to say, if you abide in me and my words abide in you, you can then ask anything from the Father and the Father will give it to you. Because the Father is pleased to give you everything. On this edition, we are looking at inner power, unlocking the hidden force within you. So whatever you're doing now, you can stop. Get a pen and paper and then sit down and be prepared to take note. But listen, you can always return to the point where you missed and then come back. But please, this is a transformative video. So, inner power, unlocking the hidden force within you. What does it mean? You are making a resolution saying that 2026 should be better than 2025. You want the new year to be better than the last year or the years that have happened before now. I have heard people say, oh, 2026, please be good to me. And people are saying they are crossing over to 2026. Crossing over from calendar to calendar. It is not about the new year. There's nothing new about the year because you are the year. You are the force that makes time possible. You are the distance between 2 points in reality. Because you are the seed of life. Not seed of creation, but the seed of life. Your presence in life makes things happen. And listen to me. I am not saying your presence on earth or your presence in the world. I am saying your presence in life. Where is life? Where can you find life? You can find life on the streets. You can find life in the supermarket. You find life forms and life experiences in those places. Life is taking place every moment within you, inside of you. And inside of you, there is a dynamo that is working non-stop. It is churning out experiences of life across all spheres of your life. Every single moment you go to sleep, it is working. You are eating, it is working. You are doing any job out there, it is working. It never stops. We are going to talk about that power. The purpose of this video today is to draw your attention to that inner power that hidden force responsible for all the experiences of life you have been having. Now take a short break. Look at your life. Is it happening the way you want it? Do you feel powerful enough in deciding what happens in your life? Is it possible that you even know, like I do, the things that can transform your life, but because of impatience, because of fear, because of doubt, you just can't put these things to the use that they are required to be put? But brother, sister, as long as you do not take charge of your life, other forces will take charge of that life for you. There is something that transformed my approach to life as a movie director. And that is something that I was told in directing class. When actors realize that the director does not understand the difference between a great performance and acting, they start directing themselves on the set. Yet the director is present, but the actors are not taking instructions from the director. Your life must go on. Whether you like it or not, it must go on. If you are not making a clear-cut decision about what should happen in your life, the forces of life will take over control of you. Now, let's now go into the force, not forces, the force of life that should control your life, so that the forces of life will not take charge on your behalf. And what is this thing? It's a 3-letter word. The first letter is G. And what does it stand for? Generator. There is a generator within you. And this generator is what evolves, creates, manifests desired or undesired experiences of life. Now, this generator is an effect creator. This generator creates situations. It creates events that become your life. Now, these events, you may like them, you may not like them. These events manifest in forms of health, promotion, growth, spirituality, etc. This is what determines how your life goes, the generator. Every human being, irrespective of religious creeds, race, gender, or age, has an inbuilt generator. Then 2, O, letter O. What does that mean? Operator. The operator within you is the force that turns the generator on so that it can deliver, evolve, generate, create the life experiences, the effects that become your life. Now, the third one is D, destroyer. This is the cycle breaker. It is one of the elements of grace in your life. This operation of generating, operating, and destroying is what makes you human. I don't know what you think that is already. G-O-D. I didn't hear you say the word, did I? Good. Now, this is what makes you human. This is what separates you from the animals. If you woke up one day and realize that your life is not going the way it should go, what is the problem? It simply means that the generator is not generating the experiences of life that you desire in certain aspects of life or in all aspects of your life. It could be that the generator is dormant, in which case the operator is using an external generator to control your life, to generate the reality that becomes your life. That is problem possibility. The second one could be that the generator is working in your life, but the operator that is functioning, that is running that generator, is not native to you. It's possible the operator is external. It could be a belief system that is alien to life, that has found its way into your system, loaded into your generator, and starts it running. And the voices of society, the voices of your past, the fingers of society, the fingers of your history, of your background, of your culture, could be the operator that is turning on the generator. And so the generator will run in accordance with the external program of life. And however hard you try, you can stop this program. Now, with this problem defined, what do? You look inwards and you realize that you also have another force, and that is the force of destruction, the capacity to destroy an experience of life, an effect of life that is undesirable. So, how do you function using the generator, the operator, and the destroyer to start a new cycle? As a human being, you are consistently creating, which means your generator is perpetually working. If your generator is perpetually working and it is giving you an experience that you do not like, it means the force that turns it on, that feeds it with data, with information, is inimical to your life. It means the force is external to you. It means you don't have control of that force. Now, when this happens, you don't go fighting the experiences. A lot of people, when they're having a particular problem, they face the problem. For example, health. They are not feeling good. They are moving from one treatment place to another. They are throwing money at the problem, but it is not working. They keep doing it, trying different physicians, trying different medication. It's for them to sit down and ask themselves, what has been the basis of my life around health? A change of lifestyle could be relevant to that problem. In other words, you have to resort to the destroyer to pulverize and make a mincemeat of the problem and flush it out. In order to use the G.O.D function that is your life, you have to be conscious of these 4 transformative principles. Number 1, you must know and understand that you are the only one that can change your life. You are the only one that can change your life for good or for bad. It's in your hand. No other person can do it. The things that become real in your life are brought into reality by you. You might say, how did I bring sickness? How did I bring failure? How did I bring whatever into my life? It is because you chose not to be in the circuit. You go and dwell in time. Time is in 3 perspectives: past, present, and future. The only point of time that gives you power and control over your life is the present moment. It is called the all-time reference, the eternal now. If you dwell in the past through regrets, seeking revenge, you are out of control, and something else is in charge of that life at that moment. And how will that thing function? It will function the way the society defines life for you. It will function the way your ancestors lived their life. You might be lucky that your ancestors lived a great life. Therefore, that program will run for you on a great life, but you are not in control. Now, if there is anything you want to change about that life, you cannot change it because you are not in charge. If you stay in the future, always hoping to get, always imagining, how do I get this thing? Oh, I want this thing. You are out of the circuit. Once you are out of the circuit, something else takes over. And what is that thing that takes over? The autopilot mechanism, the society, life as you have always known it. That's what takes over. Now we come to the second point. The second point is closely aligned with the first. Know that there is a power within you to change your life. And that power is only resident within you. If you want to change your life in line with the way you want it to be, you must make use of the generator, the operator, and the destroyer that is within you. You must be honest to your life. You must be consistent. You must align to your private eternal truth to be able to operate the G.O.D power within you. Now the third point Know and understand what you really want and be prepared to pay the price for it. I don't want you to be too specific about what you want, or be focused on the the underlying principle behind it. For example, I choose a life that pleases my everyday's interest. Now you ask yourself, what is my everyday interest? Pleasure. I choose pleasure of mind. I choose pleasure of spirit. I choose pleasure of body. And I choose pleasure of my environment. What is pleasure? You have to define your pleasure to mean harmony between your desires and the law of life. They must be in tandem. I choose to be resourceful. I choose to be wealthy, to be able to help my environment. I choose a life that is resourceful, powerful, beautiful, excellent, and full of vigor. Now, the generator would go in search of that particular life experience and bring them before you. Please go after it from the positive, creative perspective, not the decreative angle. A lot of people are focused on decreation, and that is why they are not able to clearly define their lives. The principle of creation is single-mindedness. You stick to what you want and totally repudiate what you don't want by not even thinking about it, because whatever you think about brings itself into your fall. It becomes your reality. What mind dwells on persists. Choose wisely. For instance, I choose a life that aligns with my original truth. I am resourceful. I am grateful. I am ever expanding. That is one aspect. You can look at it. Now, what I want you to do is to get a pen and paper and write down the kind of life you want. Take a break. Just write it down. When you have defined and chosen the life that you want, the next thing you are to do is to understand that the only way you can create that life consistently is to create a foundational truth for that life. And that foundational truth is also referred to as a stable datum. And then understand that for that stable datum to be real, to function, you have to work closely with your internal truth. There is a force in you that is the G.O.D force, that is the generator, the operator, and the destroyer of effects. And that power is eternal, is ever creative, and it is your friend. And it is waiting patiently for you to come and employ it to work for you. Work with that power. And how do you work with that power? You are going to take a break. Just stop and ask yourself a simple question. Is it really true that I have an eternal creative force within me? I don't know whether you have eaten food today. How did you process that food? Did you know how it happened? Now, that is the natural biochemical function of that power. It is the base form. But when it comes to the experiences that become you, that power needs you to define your life for it. And that power needs you to work in close relationship with it. After this video, you watch this video, take a moment off and put it to test. Sit quietly and just take in some deep breath in and out. Take the breath in and out. And then say, today, I align myself to the truth of my being. I summon the inner creative force within me, and I call it to work in my favor from this moment onwards. Every life experience that has been the norm in my life that I am not pleased with, I hereby engage this power right now to destroy them. I am open to new possibilities in line with my defined life. I am healthy mentally, physically, and environmentally. I am healthy financially. I am healthy emotionally. I am healthy in terms of relationships. I am healthy in relationship between me and the eternal creative power within me. I activate the generator on my own terms. I activate the operator to function in my favor, to take cues from me to function. And I call upon the destroyer to destroy any life experience that is contrary to my defined desires. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, there is a video I did where I talked about how to listen to your body. Because all the time, your creative force is coming to you with ideas of what they think you want. And if you are not present in the circuit, they will run with the idea. And that's when you come and say, oh, I don't like this. Why is this thing happening in my life? The things you expose yourself to, the programs you expose yourself to, the kind of things you choose in life. You see a moving object or a person or a thing, you love it or you hate it. But whether you love or you hate something, you are sending your attention to that thing, and life will define it as if you want it. If you hated something that you don't want throughout today, let's assume you saw 10 things you did not like and you visited them with that energy of, oh, I don't like this thing, that's stupid, that's this. You paid attention. Then you saw another 10-ish things that you loved. You say, oh, this is beautiful, I like it. Now, they are at variance. What would your life do if the generator, the operator, they are going to try to find a middle ground between the two divides? Then you have a life that is neither here nor there, and you start blaming God, the Supreme One, but forgetting that you are the God, the G.O.D. Whatever you like, pay attention to it and love it. If you criticize something, you are giving it energy. It will come into your life. What you do not like, ignore. And what you like, embrace. Because the emotions of hatred and the emotions of love constitute a coin of two sides. If a coin is a coin. A 50 kobo coin, whether you turn it this way or the other way, head or tail, it's still a 50 kobo coin. Energy is what we use to trade in the market of life. Make sure that what you want is what your energy flows to. Don't dwell on the things you do not want. When you do this, your life will be transformed, and you have to do it every single moment until it becomes to the point where it turns autopilot. You may have to do that consistently every day for 3 months. A lot of us have been stagnated in life because we do not find time to engage with our generator, our operator, and our destroyer. Walk with it henceforth. Thank you.